All right. I believe stream is officially started. So let me go over to pull up the stream. Where's the share button? There it is. Copy link. Close Twitch. Open Discord. Let me drop these bad boys real quick. And let me go ahead and drop it in here. Alright. Unless I fuck that up, then yeah, I believe I did what I needed to do there. So, what's up everybody? Stay here. Make sure oh my god, this fuck ass capture card, bro. Hold on. Come on, capture card. Come on. Bro, come on, bro. You being dead ass? Good boy. I don't even know why it does. Anyways, I'm just hopping straight into it, because that was not fun. Alright. Well, anyways. Basically, the plan for this stream is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have 14 Pokemon left to get. And an overwhelming majority of them are from space-time distortion. So, because of the fact these hoes are from space-time distortion, I am going to try to go to the correct locations and all that, and then I go from there. So I will say I don't need anything from any of these like massive mass outbreaks. I'm kind of just checking them for fun. But to be honest, the only Pokemon I... Wait, which one's the shiny? Wait, which one of those was the shiny? Oh, let me go to, like, you, for example. Okay, let's go to a Pokemon I know I have a shiny for. Okay, so that's what I can do for that. Go down. Where's Togetic at in this Pokedex? The problem is they moved so quick, I didn't even get a chance to see where it went. So I did catch a Togetic that was at the spot where I thought that one spawned. Okay, we caught it. We're chilling. Can we just take a second to realize how stupid this shiny is? This is the normal coloring. That's the shiny. You can see a difference on this menu. But changing a white from an obvious white to a slightly less obvious dark gray is not a good enough change to call it a shiny. And so I really hope that means I caught that shiny. Because if not, then that means I failed my first shiny. But yeah, that's kind of the main reason why I'm checking all these outbreaks, if I'm being honest. Just to see if there's any of those shinies. That's why I just kept throwing Pokeballs at some of those Togetics when they popped up. Because I wasn't sure which one the shiny was because of how similar they look. I was like, oh, shiny Sparkles. Which one was the one the Sparkles popped up on? That's why I was looking terrified about it. Okay, Piplups. Hello. You know, if I got this yesterday, I could have been chilling. Bro. You dead ass right now? I just wasted 4 Pokeballs on a Piplup I don't even need. Like, bro. Why did the item I had change to an Oranberry at the last fucking second, bro? That is so stupid. How many Pokeballs am I gonna waste? Like, bro, I don't have, like, the resources needed to just waste shit like that. That is insane. I ain't gonna lie, guys, if it seems like I'm more irritated right now than I usually am on my streams, it's really just a combination of 2 separate events that's been going on in my life. I'm not gonna get into all that because this isn't the place. But yeah, just know that I seem more irritated than usual. That's why. Alright, I ain't gonna lie. I need to get these Ruby off my ass. Okay, so here's the thing, right? I only need 1 Pokemon from the Cobalt Coastline. That Pokemon is Magnemite. Which, fun fact, the only way to get a Magnemite is from a space-time distortion in the Cobalt Coastline. So I gotta just fuck around and just, like, avoid opening menus or getting in Pokemon battles as much as possible to get a space-time distortion to pop up as soon as possible. Okay, this one's gonna choke me. And then once it pops up, I gotta wait for it to fully form, and then wait for a Magnemite to pop up, and then just actually catch it. Feel me? Now I'm thinking maybe we send, okay. Alright. I think I do have to wait until these outbreaks are gone, please, to get this shit to pop up, so it ain't too big a deal. But it is kind of smart to go by, like, location base and just see what what Pokemon I can get from each spot on the map. Like, I know for a fact I don't need to go to the Alabaster Icelands anymore for the rest of this portion of the game, because I don't need any more Pokemon for the Pokedex from that area. Feel me? It switched to Weirdier there. Why? Ah, whatever. I'll probably be close to the ground. Either that or I click the button. Supposed to. There's a side duck. I'm gonna lie, let me remove this waypoint. I don't really care. I'm gonna get this Machoke off me and just, like, fast travel back to a camp. Doesn't matter. Guess let me just go back to this one. Literally, all I need to have happen in this area is just... I need a space-time distortion, and then I need to catch Magma. That's all I need. As soon as I get that Magnemite, I don't need this area anymore, and I can knock 2 different sections of the map off the list. There's actually quite a few Pokemon I still need from the Coronet Island. Like, I think half the remaining Pokemon I still need are in that part of the map. So, like, yeah. Since I'm over here anyway, I know I'm trying to avoid opening, like, menus and all of that, but I need to check. Did I actually catch that shiny Togetic? You. Yes, you are. Okay, we caught the shiny Togetic. I'm throwing it in the shiny box. That part is that unless I show them the shiny Sparkle, no one's going to believe me when I tell them that's shiny. That shiny is awful. That's probably the worst shiny I've caught in this game. Out of all, I've caught, what is that, 13 shiny so far? And that Togetic is easily the worst looking one. Granted, if I evolve this Gabite, then that would be the worst looking one. The shiny Gabite itself doesn't look bad. It's its evolution that looks horrible. The Togetic is easily the worst designed shiny out of all these. Like, Ponyta looks great. The Glammeows, like, that's cool. Parasect is kind of shitty, but at least it's a big enough difference to where it's not ugly. Snorunt, that looks great. Paravia is solid. Antler looks good. And I already said Drifloon and Gabite. Stunky looks fine. Celia looks decent. I already said about Glammeow. So, like, yeah, Togetic is easily the worst looking shiny I know. However, I am glad that I caught it. So far, I have yet to fail a shiny on this game, and I really hope that that doesn't change. Where did I get a Leaf Stone from? You know what, I am not complaining. Rainstorm seems like it's about to clear up, so... Alright, let's have some fun and start, like, hunting for resources or something. Like, Apricorn. Or this Humblestone that's up here. Iron Chunks and Frosty. Don't mind it. I guess I'll grab that. I don't think you can get Iron Chunks out of these regular ones. I just feel like it's worth a shot. Okay. I assume that's the outbreak that had the Piprin Clubs and the Oleon. I guess they didn't. Oh, the outbreak was still going on, that's why. No, it's done. Yay. I just gotta wait for this distortion to pop up. I'm not gonna lie, with nights like this, since I'm not like strapped for time or anything for tomorrow, like what day is tomorrow? Tuesday? I'd be able to tell if my phone didn't start doing this shit. Let me see the fucking date. Oh my god. This phone, man. iPhones, dog, I swear. What? Is today Monday? Yes. Fucking hell. All that for that, bro. That shit's ridiculous. Well, anyways. Back to the point I was making. Since today's Monday, tomorrow's Tuesday, I don't have anything planned for Tuesday. So I'm not strapped for Finally. So once we hit the 2-hour mark, the 2-hour mark is my minimum for these streams, to be honest. So if I hit that point and I'm enjoying myself, then we can go past that 2-hour mark. We can go to like 3-hour mark or so on. The plan is to make more progress with Pokedex. That's really the whole plan. And I'm not gonna lie, just for like future reference, if there's ever a day during this grind where I'm not streaming, like if there's ever a night during like February, before I finish like the Legends Arceus grind to, you know, catch Arceus, during this process, if I am not streaming this game, or any game for that matter, like if I don't do a live stream one night during the month of February, like while I'm doing this challenge to try to finish up with this game, if I don't stream, it's either because I had a busy day that day, and I was too exhausted to do a stream afterward. Like that's why I didn't stream yesterday. I got too exhausted from the work I had to do yesterday, right? But okay, grab it. Ooh. Ooh. Perfect. Where's it at? Right there. That's what we're looking for. I'm pretty sure I heard from somewhere that space-time distortions have a chance of disappearing if you fast travel to get close to them. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna risk fucking up my... Holy shit, that's a chunky man. Matter of fact, nah, throw them in. Throw them in. Gotta wait like 5 minutes or whatever to actually get this. Oh, I forgot you're also part fucking. I be forgetting Walrein is part ice type. Ooh. Okay. As long as I don't get like. Oh, that's how Frostbite works in this game? I just thought it was like freeze, or maybe like it had like a chance to not let you attack that turn, like paralysis. You know? Not gonna lie though, not a fan of the fact that that my Decidueye is already dead. So what's the ideal Pokemon to send out against Magnemite to make sure I don't kill it? Maybe Goodra or Overquill. All my Pokemon are pushing level 9. What's attacking me right now? Staravia? Alright, throw them in. I ain't gonna lie, a shiny inside this thing would be crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie though, that is the fastest, like, earlier, with that shiny Togetic, that is the fastest shiny. Like, the fastest shiny encounter I've had on a stream. I literally wasn't even live for I was live for less than 10 minutes. Bam, shiny already popped up. You know how crazy that is? Hi, Wormadam. I don't even need to battle this guy. I literally just needed to... I just wanted to get the resources and get rid of him. Okay, what sees me and is trying to battle me? Is it the... Yeah, Tangela. Alright, Tangela. Trying to throw hands? Let's do it. Luckily, all these guys are in their level 20s. Other than that alpha Walrein I killed earlier, that fucked up my Decidueye. The fact that fucking... Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and take out this Tangela while I'm at it. Passes the time a little bit. And gives me a chance to, That was exactly what I was worried about, by the way. My motherfucking missing, bro. Hey, Braviary. You know Air Slash has, like, a 95% chance of missing? Well, of landing? You missed a 95% accurate move twice in a row. 95% accurate hints that for every 20 times you hit something, you're gonna miss one time and land the hit 19 times. The fact you missed back to back is crazy. If you miss again, I might kick you off the team. Yeah, you better. If I'd have lost you to a fucking level 29 Tangela, I would have replaced you so fast. I am not even playing. I would have gotten rid of you for a different Pokemon so fucking quick. That would have pissed me off so bad. Oh my god. Low key though, what would be fire is like catching like a, I don't know, like a shiny. I will be honest, I don't think I've ever ran into a shiny alpha Pokemon in this game. That is one thing that I want to experience before finishing this challenge of like completing, like getting to Arceus and catching it. Before I get to Arceus, I do want to be able to catch a shiny alpha. I think that would be so cool. I don't even know what alpha I'd want, you know? I don't know which one I'd go for, to be honest. I don't really care. Of course, I have some shinies that I'd love to get more than others. But, like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. It would be really fire if I could. Okay, the Distortion has formed. Okay, so we're gonna start this off. Magnet Zone pops up in these modes? Hold on. I don't have Magnet Zone either. So I could save myself some resources just going ahead and catching Magnet Zone. That's a really good find. Okay. You have a recoil move? Okay. So far, so good. I think. Okay. Do you have a recoil? Because if you're just gonna spam, you know what? Let me just use the Ultra Balls for this guy. I'm not gonna lie though, I do see some cool looking items to pick up. We got Magnet Zone. Perfect. That's one Pokemon we can take off the list. That's not. Oh, my fucking bag is full. Okay. Discard. Discard. I should have gone and emptied out my inventory before coming here. I won't lie to you. Hey, bro, what the fuck I need Grit Dust for, bro? How much of it do I have? Here we go. Hope I don't need more space in my inventory than that. Okay. Good that. Ooh. I didn't even know that was an item you could pick up here, bro. That is fire. Got myself a linking cord out of this. That is great. Right here. Magneton. I've seen every member of the Magneton of the Magnezone family in this specific Distortion except for Magnemite. Okay. Ooh, a nugget. That time I spent clearing out some things in my inventory, is that time that, like, I'm gonna have spending losing this shit. How long does a space-time distortion last? Vaporeon. Do I have Vaporeon yet? Yeah, I have Vaporeon. Yeah, look. I see a Magnemite. My boy. No, not that. Thank you. Alright, we're in the battle with the Magnemite. Not gonna lie, I need to get rid of that Mr. Mime before I do anything else. Any of these super effective Iron Head. Get this Mr. Mime out of the way. There we go. Now it's a 1v1. We gotta focus on damaging the Magnemite without killing it. We also gotta make sure it doesn't kill my team. Ooh, that's bad. Let's do a Dragon Pulse, and I want to see how much damage it does. I know I'm like 30 levels higher, but ooh. If he doesn't have a recoil move, this is perfect. I'm just throw a Great Ball at him. That's pretty good HP. Let's go! Alright, with that, we got the entire Magnemite line caught. Now, realistically speaking, all I want to do now is just start collecting more items. Oops. Bro. I just want to keep collecting items now for the rest of this process, bro. A water stone? Where did my bag is full now. So if there's any new items on the ground, I maybe will. I'm literally just going for items now for the rest of this, so yay. After this space-time distortion is gone, I'm fast traveling straight to a campsite. Clearing out my inventory a bit with like all the items I've collected. And then I'm not gonna lie, I need to figure out what these shards do. I might have to Google that. Like, what do these shards even do for this game in particular? Like, I somewhat understand its uses for, like, I somewhat understand its uses for, like, the Gen 4 games. But I've never understood what they're used for in this game in particular, you know? But yeah, I think this space-time distortion does knock 2 Pokemon I needed off the list for my Pokedex stuff. Magnemite and Magnezone is done. That's one less evolution line to deal with. Alright, there's the space-time distortion gone. Oh, distortion faded. Got him. Risking my life out here because of a fucking Lojo. Come on. Thank you. Okay, let me go ahead and heal my team at this camp, at this little tent. And let's handle my inventory. Okay. Keep the upgrade, keep the electrolyzer. Really big fan of the fact that I got a water stone out of that. XP candy large. Linking cord, that is fire. Even though I don't think I need it, because I think I have all the trait evolutions done. But I think for Pokedex entries, that is going to be useful. Okay, so What's left? Throw the orange berries in there and throw the tumblestone in there. Okay. Then, go to you. Click the shopping option. Sell the nugget and sell all the stardust. Lovely. Love the fact we're past the 100k mark. Also, let me go to my list real quick. Go to Magnemite and Magnezone, and I can now take both of them off my list. Just like that. Cool. Now we just went from 14 Pokemon to 12. Just like that. Hey, Lopez, welcome back. You missed out on some interesting moments. I caught a shiny like less than 10 minutes into stream, and we were able to get 2 more Pokemon out the way from my Pokedex. So we're 12 Pokemon away now. I'll go ahead and get up out of this section of the map and head to the next section. I want to do the Coronet Highlands next. Because with this done, that means the Alabaster Icelands and the Cobalt Coastlands now, I don't need to go to them for the rest of the game. The Coronet Highlands has like half the Pokemon I still need. I don't even know about the Crimson Mirelands or the Obsidian Fieldlands. Matter of fact, a part of me wants to go ahead and just do some research on those locations to see if there's anything I need left from those spots. You feel me? Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and... Usually, for the last couple streams, I've been doing the research on my computer. But just to make sure the stream runs smoother, I'm going to do the research on my phone. What Pokemon spawn in Obsidian Fieldlands? Huh. Usually I've been going off of Bulbapedia, but Cerebi popped up first for this. Okay. Okay. So you're just not gonna tell me the Pokemon? Oh, it's just giving me the... Okay, so where's the Bulbapedia? What Pokemon spawn? Okay. Maybe replace what with all? All Pokemon spawns in the Obsidian Field. Hold on. Maybe, you know what? Let me pull up Google. Let me just pull up Google on my computer, bro. I'm not doing this. What Pokemon spawn in Obsidian Fieldlands? Interesting. Maybe it'll like... I liked using Bulbapedia for the previous times because it actually showed me what I needed it to. Okay, so either this page is really small or it's just not loading. Like it's not loaded in yet. But you're telling me I could have gone to the Cerebi website for all of this? All this information? Event spawns, standard spawns, alpha Pokemon, mass outbreaks, massive mass outbreaks, the unknown spawns, the Spiritomb Wisp, the space-time distortions, shaking ore deposit, like shaking trees. You're telling me it has all these, the old verses? At some point, I might go out and like collect all the old verses, like collect all the unknown forms. Like at some point, I do want to do all that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, maybe this. You gonna tell me what they are? Standard spawn. Here we go. It's a specific. I'm not gonna lie. I do not like this at all. I don't need a map guide. I just need a list of all the Pokemon. Okay, here we go. So I assume this is the list of all the Pokemon you can get just normally around the map. Here. They misspelled Scyther. Great. They put an N where the R is supposed to be in Scyther. That is insane. They added an extra letter to Shinx. They put Shinox. Wow, okay. I mean, if they can't even get the names of the Pokemon correct, maybe I shouldn't even go off this list. Okay, I don't need any of the Pokemon in this list that I'm seeing right now. But, like, let me see the alpha list. I don't need any of these alphas either. Now, let me see the space-time distortion Pokemon. Aha! List of Pokemon. Nope, this is the whole Pokedex. I'm gonna crash. Okay. Okay, bro. I don't know what it is, but Cerebee's just acting like... Like, hold on, let me check, like, when I looked it up for the other area. On in Coronet Island. They had a Bulbapedia thing for that, right? Yeah. For some reason, Bulbapedia just doesn't have a thing for, Obsidian Fieldland. Where are you from? I'm from Texas. You're telling me I could have just taken a Magneton over to the Coronet Highland to evolve it in the Magnezone without using a Thunderstone? Probably would have just had to bring them there and either level them up or just bring them there and just get to straight evolve them. Aha! There is an Obsidian Fieldlands page. It just didn't pop up when I looked up the question. Alright. Okay. So, out of the 12 Pokemon I have left on my list, do any of them spawn here? Sylveon. I need to wait for a space-time distortion and find a Sylveon. Either that, or I could do the grindy portion and just get Sylveon by evolving it. But I don't feel like doing that. So instead we are going over to the Obsidian Fieldlands, and I am just going to wait patiently like a good boy until a space-time distortion forms, and I'm going for Sylveon. Get that Pokemon out the way. Easy gonna be one of the hardest things to do. I'm not gonna lie, here's what I'm gonna do. Any rare candy related items, like any XP candies, we're favoriting all of them. So those end up at the top. There is an Ultra Ball in here for no reason. I'm taking that with me. Smoke bombs, that's fine. They can stay safe in there. Matter of fact, I'm not using them anyways. They can... Oops. That is box 3 for no reason, bro. Open this back up. Then, items like potions and full heals, and revives, and all of that. Healing items will also be favorited, as well as evolutionary. That is. I'm gonna also go ahead and favorite the stealth spray. I'm gonna favorite the water stones and move them back in the box. Okay. Evolution stones. Those are being favorited. You are too patient. Dated. And Reaper Claw. I have 4 electrolyzers. I didn't use a single one. Depending on the location, those just might be more common items. Okay. See here. I can craft some, like, Ultra Balls right now. I have 51 iron chunks. It's not bad. I don't know what Ox evasions do. It makes moves less likely to strike a Pokemon during battle. This effect disappears if the Pokemon leaves the battle. Okay. Cool. Guess all those Ox items can also be favorited. Anything else, like... You get 6 item boxes? Oh, shit. That kind of limits the amount of stuff you can have on you. I gotta figure out... Oh my god. I am not a fan of this capture card when it does things like this. Great. As if everything else couldn't have gone wrong. The one thing needed to avoid. The one thing I didn't want to fucking happen while I'm playing this fuck-ass game happened. I don't like this capture card. Guys, if you want to play a Nintendo game, if you want to play a console game, but use your PC, like if you want to like stream on your PC or make some content on your PC while you're playing on a console, if you want to get a capture card to do that, please don't be like me and buy like an $8 to $10 capture card from Walmart. These things are so damn finicky. Like, they're good at first, but the longer you have them, the more finicky they get. Eventually, you're gonna have one like mine that's just entirely, like, ass. Like, way too fucking ass. And it's just not gonna work very well. It's actually upsetting. It's like, bro, the slightest nudge. If my... Hold on. Oh my god, just get in the fucking computer. Thank you. Damn. It's like the slightest nudge of my toe just turns the shit off. It's actually insane. It makes no fucking sense as to why it's like doing this, having this problem. Come on. Good boy. And you stopped working again immediately because what? Yeah, that's what I fucking thought, Goofy. Damn. It's a shame, dude. Fuck. It's not even the game, dog. It's literally just my tech. This fucking setup. Honestly, like, once I start making more money, bro, I need to, like, invest in a better capture card. Like, I ain't gonna lie, if that shit continued to not work, I would have probably crashed out. Like, had a horrible crash out. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm glad I got this capture card. But, bro. I will be fair to it. it's cheap, but it does give you really good quality, like, visuals, and the the gameplay is really good for like the price that you get this capture card for. The issue is I'm gonna blame the how long I've had this capture card for like all the props, right? I'm just gonna say it's because it's not only because like when I first got this bad boy, I bet I had to pick up, so now I'm just gonna cut my own sentence off since that was clearly my body telling me not to finish that sentence right there. But like as I was saying, like I've had this capture card. I want to say I got it around COVID time, but the real answer I think is probably like 2021 to 2022. It was one of those years. I know for a fact it was one of those years. I don't think it was 2020. So like, I've had this bad boy for like, what, 4 or 5 years? And throughout that time, it has gone through a little bit of like abuse. It's gone through a few different setups. I've lost it a couple times. It's like part of the problem with the thing is me, as well as like how long I've had it for. But yeah, I am in need of like an upgrade for the capture card. Like, bro, I know a couple people that got Elgatos, and like from what they've told me, Elgatos are such a pain in the ass to set up. But once you get one set up, it is great. Did you play Warframe? When? Like in general, or like at a specific point? Because if the answer is in general, then yes, I've been on and off a Warframe player on and off for like half my life, but recently I think I last played like 4 days ago, because honestly I've been feeling a major burnout from the game. So I hopped on the game after finding out the Valbon Heirloom pack came out. So I hopped on there to use some platinum to get it, and just to check out my like weeklies and shit for that week. But since yesterday was Sunday, that means another weekly reset has happened. So I do want to hop back on at some point this week to check out what this week's weeklies are, you know? Before I get spoiled on before Pupsker posts a YouTube video that I get recommended to that tells me what the new stuff is for the week. Okay, that's an Alpha Lux Ray. I'm kind of scared of that. Face on Distortions never popped up yet? No, it did not. And honestly, if you're curious, in case you were curious about like my opinion on Balbon's heirloom pack, honestly, I wouldn't like I think it's probably the worst heirloom they've done. I'm not saying it's bad, but if you're comparing it to all the other heirloom packs, the skin specifically is probably my least favorite out of all the heirlooms. So just for a quick like thing to make sure, the the we've gotten the following heirloom packs so far. The following Warframes have gotten an heirloom pack: Mag, Frost. Those two were in a bundle though. Mag, Frost, Ember, Rhino, Valkyr, and now recently Balbon. And by far, Balbon, in my opinion, has the worst heirloom skin. All the other heirloom skins look great. Granted, I found a way to make mine look good. You feel what I'm saying? Like I did some recoloring and all that. And mine looks good. Did you decide which character you wanted to? Honestly, no, I have not. I haven't really put any thought into it since the last time we spoke, to be honest. Boing. You know what? Let me go grab that lost satchel. Was I just in that direction? Wow. Say less. I really hate this capture card. I didn't even touch it. Like my foot landed on the cord that went for my controller, and it's still disconnected off of that. You can't be serious. I can't make this shit up, bro. This fuck ass capture card, bro. Try this again. There. Fuck me, bro. So tired of this capture card, bro. You know. If there was a way I could make this capture card work. I'm sorry. I'm noticing the camera's a bit blurry. Holy fuck. There's just something on my lens that's fucking with me. I didn't realize the camera quality was that ass. Holy fuck. Like, I knew it was bad, but I just thought it was, like, whatever. My main is Pokemon. Honestly, nah, it's been... I'm, like, my thing is kind of, like, jumping back and forth between, like, certain games and just getting addicted to a certain game or franchise for, like, months on end. So, there's probably, like, a few game franchises I've, like, grown up off of. Like, Pokemon is one of them, Minecraft's another one, Warframe's another one. And, like, games like that, I just, like... I'll start playing a game like that and just get hooked on that franchise for months on end. Like, I remember, like, a year ago, give or take, I was, like, hooked on any Pokemon game. But then when, like, up until last August was when I got hooked back into Warframe. Stopped paying as much attention to Pokemon, which is probably a good chunk of the reason why I didn't finish my Legends Arceus stuff at that point in time, was because of honestly, I think what I end up doing is just getting hooked on a certain, like, game franchise or whatever, and just sticking with that game or franchise until I get burnt out of it again, and then I just go on to the next thing. So right now, my main, like, personal game is Minecraft. But right now, my main game that I'm trying to, like, play for streams is Pokemon Legends Arceus until I finish the main story. And then once I finish the main story, I plan on, like, I want to do a Pokemon Legends ZA stream, just so I can kind of start that off. And then I want to give it some time in between those streams to, you know, prepare myself for whatever else it is I want to do content-wise, for anything else, you feel me? And then, like, I want to try to, like, play other games. And I even have, like, ideas and shit for what I want to do for when I actually, like, start playing Legends ZA on stream. I have this idea for, like, to, like, be able to, I have this idea where I want to do the Legends ZA stream, and basically for this first stream, I want to just... Because I heard from somewhere that it takes you about 2 hours, give or take, to get through the entire tutorial of that game. It's not really technically a tutorial, but they hold your hand for a long-ass time, for like 2 hours. Right, so I want to spend the first stream getting that done, redeeming a code card I have for that game, and then, yeah. And then just playing the game, getting some Pokemon going. And then, like, that's the plan for the first stream, right? For what I want to do on the game. Once I finish the stream, I want to upload the VOD to my Knox Live channel on YouTube. Go subscribe if you haven't, if you're watching. And then, like, once I finish that, usually what I've been doing with like VODs like this is I would stream, finish my stream, and then like immediately like upload the VOD to my channel and then just delete the VOD and move on, right? Like leave it up on the channel, delete it off my computer for storage purposes, and then move on with my life. But what I want to do instead, before I do that, with the Legends EA streams, is I want to I want to edit it down the VOD, right? I want to edit down the VOD and turn it into a YouTube video to post on my Fate Knox Entertainment channel on YouTube, right? So that way both of those channels get content. And then I also, meanwhile, want to use the video I make to advertise both my Fate Knox Live channel for the VOD and my Twitch page for the stream, so then people may be like more inclined to show up and start supporting the stream and all that from YouTube. I'm trying to like build a bit of an audience to be able to have people that want to actually pop up in my streams and build up a community and all that. We even contemplated like creating a community Discord server and just starting to invite anyone from my Discord streams to be a part of that, you know? At one point, I even contemplated like creating a subreddit for my fans to try to build another part of the community over there. But, you know, I ended up forgetting about Reddit during that time. And then by the time I remembered it again, I was like, you know what? I'm not doing that. If I am gonna do it, I'm not doing it now. Okay, I know I've opened a lot of menus, and I know I've, like, gotten into a few encounters and shit. Like, a few battles and all that. But, like, where the fuck is the space-time distortion, bro? I swear I've been here for, like, 20 minutes. I know it takes up to 40. Like, at this point, I'm just gonna set my controller down and just fuck around on my phone until it pops up. All this for a Sylveon, too, which is crazy. A part of me wants to save the Coronet Highlands for the last location, despite it being the location I need the most amount of Pokemon from. Like, hold on, let me look at my list. Out of the 12 Pokemon I still need for my Dex, I can get Jolteon, Bonsly, Cranidos, and Rampardos out of the Coronet Highland. So that is literally a third of the Pokedex. Like, a third of the Pokemon I need left for my Pokedex, I can get from the Coronet Highland. Matter of fact, part of me wants to go over there. Fly over there. Avoid conflict. I just noticed that one of the 12 Pokemon I still need is Whiscash. I want to see something with this area. There's a bunch of Magikarp. Is there anything else in this water? gonna go ahead and remove the waypoint. Boing. Alpha Gyarados just spawned. Okay, so the reason why I came over here is because I remembered Whiscash was one of the Pokemon I still need for my deck. And I could have sworn one of these, like, lakes, the ones that have the Creation Trio at them, like, I remembered, like, one of them had a spot for Whiscash at it. Right? So I've been trying to figure out which one it is that has it, you know? You still want to get... Honestly, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out. Is that a Togekiss flying up there? Oh, it's a Raptor. Not really. Not really, Lopez. Oh, you can get, you can actually get, what's it called? Iron chunks from these tumblestones, from these regular tumblestones. Might just be like a rarer chance of getting it. Alpha Shello. Interesting. Bro. It's actually crazy how many Pokemon battles I could actually get into out here. It being nighttime isn't helping that either, with the amount of fucking drift limbs and shit that are popping up. Like, oh my god, there's like armies out here. Like I show up somewhere and there's like 15 fucking drift limbs around the corner. Ooh, there's the Alpha Snorlax. Okay. Don't mind me, Mr. Alpha. Boing. There's an iron chunk out there, and I kind of want it. There we go. That's a waterfall. I was like, wait a minute, that looks like a distortion. Speaking of which, it's actually crazy. Oh my god, bro. There's just constantly something. That's why running around at night is just so ass in the game. I can't change it to daytime because I think that if I do, then it'll reset the timer for the distortion. That's literally the only reason why I'm in this area. That is an alpha Magikarp. Holy chalupa. I don't want to get super splash. Death. Bro, what? Fuck off. Excuse- I beg your finest fucking pardon? What do you mean there's an alpha Machoke up here? Oh, wow. So this is the area that I knew there was an alpha Blissey in. Like, damn, if only I could find that alpha Blissey I'm looking for. That would have been tragic. Alright, Lopez, sounds good. Thunderstone! Oh, snap. Interesting. Now I'm just trying to think. Is there anything I need a Thunderstone for right now? I guess other than Jolteon? The Water Stone. Damn, these hoes are giving me... I got a Water Stone right after getting a Thunderstone out of these hoes? I didn't even know I had a chance of getting Elemental Stones out of these goofy-ass rocks. That's crazy. I was just collecting these for the Tumblestone and the Iron Stones. Matter of fact, Goodger's the lowest level on the team. Let me start breaking this shit with him. Okay, can you get off the tree? Nacolado. When I was talking about the Cornet Highlands earlier, I made it seem like there was a lot more Pokemon there than what I actually knew. You know what I mean? Oh, snap. Kingsman just kicked off another hype train. I don't even follow the guy, but every time he has a hype train, it notifies me. His situation was stupid, bro. That was a ridiculous situation. A part of me wanted to make some content talking about it, but that situation is ridiculous. I've already consumed enough content based off of it. Really just don't want to go out and do the research to make a proper piece of content on this shit, so I'll leave that to the people chronically online enough to make that type of content. Who's that? Wait, who's... Okay. Yeah, I noticed. I have been lollygagging trying to waste time for this fuck-ass space-time distortion to pop up for like for like 30-40 minutes already. And it still hasn't popped up. This is ridiculous. What's in this water? Let's have a fun. I run into a wish cache and that'll be great. Did I just get hit? I did not know this guy could double jump. That is cool. Wee. Honestly, I don't know. I don't even remember adding you, to be honest. It's so funny that this game gives you the option to pull out Basket Legion when you're just sitting in the water. Like, yeah, pull out your Basket Legion or drown. Which one do you want? Like, bro. And an Alpha Staravia had to spawn in front of me because why? Ah! Campsite. Okay, we're getting into, into item box 4 territory. Alright. That's cool. I have 50 iron chunks. Wow. Fuck your goof ass. Uh-huh. Alright. Let's go straight to my inventory. I think so. Cool. I'll wait for this goof ass space-time distortion to pop up and then do my thing. That waypoint. Bam. Bro, still hasn't. Oh my god. I think I legitimately got in this area over 40 minutes ago, and I still haven't found what I'm looking for, bro. This shit is insane. Oh my god, I've been wasting my time. I've been wasting my time. You know what? Maybe not. FaceTime distortion finally popped up. Is it a quest? Yes and no. You see, it technically is not a quest because the part I'm doing right now isn't a quest for anything, but it also is technically a quest because I did empty out my inventory first, right? Yeah, I did. But at the same time, doing this thing for my Pokedex will help because it will allow me to unlock the next stage of the main quest, which is battling and catching Arceus. Now, I highly doubt that that fight is going to happen tonight. But I'm not going to lie. If this space-time distortion hadn't have popped up when it did, I would have been so upset. I would have felt like I wasted the last 40-45 minutes of my time. Because I just pulled up Sylveon's Bulbapedia page, and according to Sylveon's Bulbapedia page, Sylveon can spawn in both the Obsidian Fieldlands space-time distortions and the space-time distortions in the Coronet Highland. Meaning that I could have just not came to the Obsidian Fieldlands at all, been done with the Obsidian Fieldlands, and gone to the Coronet Highlands and gotten Sylveon there. But instead, I chose to come here and waste my time. Which is just not fun. But yeah, all I gotta do once All I gotta do now is just wait for the space-time distortion to activate. I can collect some items out of this, catch a Sylveon, and then go from there. Alright, space-time distortion has formed. Items have started to pop up. I've already picked up a bunch of shards and an upgrade. A Gengar pops up here. Interesting. If I didn't already have Gengar for the deck, this would have probably been how I got it. Don't mind me. Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, I gotta make sure that doesn't happen. Not gonna lie, it'd be kind of crazy if I could get, I can get, like, the fossil Pokemon here. Like, a part of me kind of wishes that you could get the fossil Pokemon out of any location and not just specifically, like, in the Cornet Highlands. Because that way you wouldn't have to worry about like, going to that specific one. You can just go to any other, you know? You know what's even funnier about me using these space-time distortions to hunt evolutions is the fact that I'm literally using them to hunt down a bunch of Pokemon that I could have just caught their pre-evolutions of elsewhere. I ran into that like a dumbass. Oh my god. I could have caught their pre-evolutions elsewhere, at least most of them. Like all the evolutions, for example. I have so many Eevees. I could have easily just like grabbed them out my box, found the way to like find the things needed to evolve them, and then like gone and evolved. Feel me? And instead I decided to waste my time by pulling up here. Like, instead I decided to waste my time by pulling up here, hunting specifically for a fucking Sylveon, bro. Okay. Speaking of which, damn. I don't know what the chances are of Sylveon spawning. I haven't seen it at all so far. I hope the motherfucker does actually show up. Otherwise, I wasted my time. Okay. That's fine, Lopez. Do your thing. It's already gone? Okay. So it's confirmed. I completely wasted my time here. I spent 40 to 50 minutes in the Obsidian Fieldlands for something I could have just gone to the Cornet Highlands for. Good to fucking know, bro. That is depressing. $15,000 out of that? That's fire. Alright, yeah, I'm returning to the village. I didn't have anything to report to you. I guess that makes sense. Alright, I can go to the Coronet Highlands for Sylveon as well. I guess I don't need to worry about the Obsidian Field anymore. Hey, the Coronet Highlands has massive mass outbreaks. Bet. So I can show up and check out these massive mass outbreaks. Maybe find some Pokemon I need, and then go from there. Type shit. And wait for the... You know, I cleared out my inventory, right? Yeah. Okay, Hippopotas over here. And I'm doing all of this because I'm too fucking lazy to evolve a bunch of Pokemon, bro. Like, bro, I could easily just evolve a Barboach to get Wish Cash. Or evolve some Eevees to get, evolve some Eevees to get the rest of the evolutions. Like, I just picked up a Thunderstone earlier. I could easily just use that to get Jolteon out the way. But instead, I'm insisting on using a space-time distortion to just find and catch one. You know how crazy that is? Ooh. Okay. Alright, whatever. I have to wait for those colors anyways. There it is. Why? Damn. Bro was about to get hit with a fucking, like, lightning effect, and Braviary just wants me to get hit by it, apparently. Or something. Because Braviary taking a sweet-ass time to pop up. Alright. It is a Gabite outbreak with 2 Garchomps. Is it really a Gabite outbreak if half the Gabites are Garchomps? At some point, I do think it would be cool to try to do like a shiny living deck. You know what I mean? Like catch like... I know it wouldn't be entirely possible because of the legendaries and mythicals. But like if we just pretend those don't exist and just shiny hunt for all the different Pokemon that's in this game that I would need for that challenge, and I'd be chilling. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna lie, there's already a couple of evolution lines done for that, you know? I have 2 shiny Stunky and 2 shiny Glammeow already. Meaning I can just evolve one of them and then bam, both those evolution lines are done. You feel me? Okay. That is 2 Hippopotas outbreaks, bro. That is crazy. That outbreak is right on the Celestica Ruins. Alright. Fly up. I might try to go past the 2-hour mark for this specific stream. Just because, like, I kind of want to make up for all the time I wasted just chilling in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Still kind of salty about that shit, so. I have no idea how I'm gonna get Bonds live, bro. Like, genuinely, I have no idea how I'm gonna get Bonds live. Boing, boing. Come on! Damn, get up the fucking mountain! The edge is right fucking there. To be honest with you, I don't even know if I need to catch one of every Pokemon or just see one of every Pokemon. But I will say, to be fair, the issue with Pokemon like Bonsly, for example, the issue with him is that, like, I haven't even seen one of him yet. Same with, like, the Cranidos line. Or, like, maybe even, like, one or two of the Evolution. Or, I've definitely seen Whiscash. I've definitely seen Honchkrow. I remember Honchkrow is actually one of those Pokemon I ran into at one point trying to catch for the Pokedex. And then just fucked it up. Seems like it's about to clear up. Interesting. So this is Dust Blocks. Cool. I got 2 outbreaks left that I want to check. One of them is a Snover. Other one I'm kind of hoping I can get over to before I miss it. Looks like it's another Snover outbreak. Bro, that's really how I end this section, bro? That's crazy work. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, here's the plan, bro. I'm heading back over to the Celestica Ruins. I'm gonna see if I can try to get the Bonsly out the way. I like to sleep, but that's fine. And there's the rainstorm out the way. Cool, cool. Meaning that the outbreaks are all gone. They were all pretty much useless for what I needed them for, so I ain't tripping. Low key, either at some point tonight before I end stream, or at some point during my next stream, what I should probably go ahead and do is, like, head over to the Crimson Mirelands to hunt down some Pokemon. Because I don't know what Pokemon pop up in those outbreaks. Well, the space-time distortion, I mean. I don't know what Pokemon spawn in that area. And then, like, on top of that, I've been neglecting the fuck out of that area. So it'll be good to like show up there, you know. Start breaking things, bro. Need 4 iron chunks out of that is crazy. I need those, bro. Oh, there's a Palkia statue here. I remember there was a Dialga. Well, I wonder if it's like Dialga and the... No, there's both. Across from each other. Okay. Whew. Doo-doo. Shaking thing. Fuck, it's another Voltor. Weirdo. Ooh, another one. And it's another Voltor. Bro, come on. I'm looking for a Bonsly, buddy. Bro, ooh. Fat bastard. Boing. Bro, there's like nothing. You didn't see me. You did not see me. No. Bro, the amount of times I've seen these fuck-ass pseudo-ludos around here and only see them out of the corner of my eye, so I'm over here thinking, oh wait, that's a Bonsly? But it's not actually a fucking Bonsly? It's crazy, bro. Ouch. Don't mind me. So fuck, it's a dire shroom. Gonna be honest, I don't really know how I'm gonna find this damn Bonsley. A part of me just, because I don't think there's breeding, so I can't just catch some Pseudo-Ludo and then breed them. Right? It's pretty fucking difficult to find a shaking rock in this area that actually rocks the guy. So unless I'm, like, missing an instruction or something, like, unless I'm just not trying correctly to find him, then either that or I'm looking in the wrong place. Like, unless something like that is happening. Bro, is that Alpha Luxray on my ass? A dog, you can take the dick out your mouth. So, like, unless I'm, like, not looking in the correct spots or something, and I can't really think of, like, any reason why I can't find this dude. Granted, now I've gone so far away from the Celestica ruins that I've gone over to the Sacred Plaza. But, yeah, my point still stands. Oh, there's the lost satchel. Okay. So this is just like the area. Bro, what? Yeah, no, I'm not going to. That's not even near the same effect. That's the edge of the fucking map. And I love that when you accidentally hit the edge of the map, it just automatically, like, fogs up your screen and gets you stuck, like, running in place for a few seconds. For no reason other than just to say, fuck you. Yeah, I love that game mechanic. I looked at that Gibble and thought it was a fucking rock. Oh. Fucking Gibble. Really, bro? Why is it even possible for y'all to come out of a fucking rock? Fuck that. Did that Gibble take the fucking materials from that with him? My magnet. Luckily, I already have you now, so I'm worrying about your goofy ass. Oh, I didn't even notice from this shaking tree, bro. Okay. Good to know that that is a, good to know that is a piece of data that I needed. I'm wondering when this space-time distortion is popping up. And I ain't gonna lie, once I deal with this space-time distortion for this section, I'm probably gonna call it a night for the stream. I got homies to talk to. Headache to deal with. A restroom to get to be honest. Yeah, I'm about to hit the 5-minute, the 2-hour mark in a couple more minutes anyways. So, by the time the space-time distortion pops up, it'll either be on the verge of hitting that mark, or it'll have already hit. So I'll just go ahead and wait until it pops up, and then go to it and do the things with it. And after it's done, I'll just wrap up stream and then chilling. Honestly hoping that tomorrow's the last day we gotta hurry up and do the parts of the project that my family and I have been working on. Hoping that maybe we do actually start like scheduling weekly times to just go in and work on that type of thing for like an hour or two, instead of having to like lock in and Had a lost satchel? Oh, it's a piece of wood. How did I get 450 meters away from the Celestial Ruins? No idea. Probably an alpha electivire on this thing you earlier did. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, go devil be speaking about. Matter of fact, while I wait for the space-time distortion to pop up, I might as well just like, oh my god, I did not need to do that. Okay, go back to you. Okay, go to Coronet Highlands list. Go to the Pokemon. Go to... Okay, I need to get... What's that music? Was that this? That's just the soundtrack changing? Okay. Let me see here though. I need the Cranidos line. Huh. Interesting, because oh, it says I can get Whiscash here. Yeah, it doesn't even say anything about Sylveon in this list. Even though Eevee and Jolteon are right here. Whatever, it says I can get Whiscash here. Maybe I should go find him. Does it say anything about Honchkrow? Okay, I'm gonna pull up Whiscash's page. Okay, now Bond Flash is not even showing up. Okay, keep Googling like this. Where to find Bond's line? Legends Arceus. You can also find him in the Crimson Mire. Low-key might just do that for it instead. Because the way I'm doing it now is not working. To be honest. I'm gonna wait until the space-time distortion for this area pops up. And I'm gonna go to it and do the thing for that. See if I can get any more Pokemon from my Pokedex. Then after that, I might just head over to the Crimson Mireland and just start looking into that shit. In fact, hold on. Where does it say I can catch Whiscash at while I wait? It says he's in the game locations, Legends Arceus. Okay, you can also find him in the Crimson Mirelands as well. But since I'm waiting in here anyways, Wayward Cave is all the way down here. Jeez, Louise. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I am not trying to do that. Yeah, Crimson Mirelands is definitely gonna be a location I want to pop up into at some point. If I could try to get Bonsly and Whiscash out the way with that. But I'm gonna try to get those done. Kind of like go from part of me is kind of curious to see if the Cranidos line can be found in you know, I want to know if like you can find them in space-time distortions and any other location or if it's just Hornet Island. I have the Shield Online done already because of last week, right? So I just need the Cranidos line and then like Evolution from the Space Time Machine. Bro. I just haven't gotten to the top of it. It is really... Not gonna lie though, I've been kind of getting unlucky with the Crimson Mirelins though. Because there hasn't been any, like, mass outbreaks over there at all. For real. If I'm being honest, there hasn't really been. This fuck ass, like... Bro, there's no way to tell where the fucking, like, world borders are. Other than just mountains. Like, specific mountains. But then, like, as soon as you get over the border, it just fogs up your screen and makes it harder for you to escape that section. That shit is ridiculous. Okay, we've gotten past the 2-hour mark now. Move, you fat bastard! Damn. Okay, really? That fall damage could have been easily avoided if the game just registered my jumps, bro. Because I jumped multiple times, and it did not register. Because at that height, if you jump and then press A, you could have just hopped on a Braviary automatically. But instead, it decided not to, and wanted to do that Mickey Mouse ass bullshit. I almost died because... That is shiny Scyther? That is a shiny Scyther. That is a W fucking shiny. Oh my god, I'm excited. Yo, hold on. Let me just do a test Ultra Ball. I have 80 Ultra Balls. I'm not worried too much about Ultra Balls. This thing is an aggressive-ass Pokemon, so I don't think I gotta worry about it running. We caught the shiny Scyther. That is a W shiny. Can I get some W's in the chat for that shiny Scyther? That is fire. Let's go. Shiny Scyther, bro. Just chilling, doing, like, anything I'm feeling like, and then bam, shiny Scyther. Bro, that's fire, bro. Another shiny added to the collection. Shiny Scyther isn't crazy or nothing, but its evolution shinies are fire. And it's another Pokemon to get done for, like, whenever I want to, like, if I ever want to go ahead and do my shiny living decks, you know? Get off the damn tree. I need to find a spot that I can just fuck around in without these Pokemon attacking me, bro. Because this fuck-ass timer for Space Time Distortions pause every time I get, like... Every time a Pokemon tries to fight me, like, every time that red eye above my head pops up, it pauses the fucking Space Time Distortion timer. I really need to get that shit to stop happening, bro. Are you dead ass right now? You being dead ass right now, bro? Bro, can these fuckers de-aggro? Good lord. It's like, bro, your life is not on the line. Stop trying to fucking fight me. You are way too far away from me for you to have to worry about, like, me doing anything. Like, bro, stop aggroing me. It's actually crazy how far some of the aggro distances are. Bro. Just give me the space-time distortion, bro. It's so annoying. Are you... I ain't gonna lie, I wasted 40 minutes in the fucking Obsidian Fieldlands already. All that. Like, bro, the items were nice, but I didn't get any shinies, and I didn't get any Pokemon to help me with my Pokedex. I literally wasted my time over in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Every second I spent over there was wasting time. I was literally over there to get one specific Pokemon I needed for my Dex, which could have been gotten here as well. So all that time that I could have spent in this location, getting that Pokemon and others, I could have spent that same time doing that, and instead I spent it wasting my time over in the Obsidian Field. So I think we can say the Obsidian Fieldlands is just cooked. We're not going there unless there's like anything in particular that pops up that I want to do. Who did you unfriend? Just that person from earlier. Lopez. I unfriended them on Discord, I guess. I don't even remember adding them, but I guess I unadded them. I'll tell you more about it once I end stream and get on the call with you. Somebody in trouble? What do you mean somebody in trouble? Ooh, shine. Shiny rock. Boing. I ain't gonna lie, bro. With those flying Pokemon up there, like Magnezone, if I end up running into a shiny version of that, I might crash the fuck out. Because I literally have no idea how I'm gonna catch those guys. Unless I go and, like, buy some feather balls or wing balls or jet balls or something. Unless I have any of those on my person, I have no idea how I'm gonna catch Pokemon like Magnezone who just float like that in the sky. I would actually crash the fuck out if I ran into a shiny one of those and I wasn't prepared for it. Because there would, like, be damn near no way for me to do it. Like, right now, I don't have any of those Pokeballs I just mentioned. So with that being said, like, I don't have a way to battle or catch that Magnezone if I wanted to. In my previous Legends Arceus stream, I tried to catch that exact Magnezone and couldn't even get in a battle with it or anything because it was too high in the sky for me to be on that ledge trying to do anything to it. And then I couldn't fly up and drop onto it because the game wouldn't let me. Damn, my nose. Yeah. What I might end up doing at some point in the future is just like either crafting or buying a bunch of like whatever the best version of like the feather balls are. Like just those Pokeballs you can just throw at very far distances. Like I might try to get one of those, like a bunch of those Pokeballs stacked up and just not use them unless I'm under a very specific, like unless I'm under very specific circumstances, like trying to catch a Pokemon like that Magnezone who's literally just flying. Because at that ledge, that looks like, at least, it looks like if I get back on that ledge and have like a jet ball or whatever, it looks like a far enough distance to where I could just like, what's it called? Just pull out a jet ball and then just chuck it at it, you know? But since I don't have any of those, and I didn't have any when originally going for that Magnezone, I just get it. Man, I've been waiting on this fuck-ass space-time distortion to pop up for like half an hour. I need to get out of areas like this, bro. One spot. Think. One little greedy man. Ooh, bird. There we go. Fly up in the sky. What? Brother. Alright. I just sit in the spot like this. Is the game gonna not give me the space-time distortion because I'm sitting in one spot? Fucking like a true 8-year-old, bro. Dog, be so fucking for real, bro. Why am I constantly getting in battles? Like, why do Pokemon constantly just want to attack me? I didn't do nothing to deserve that. Like, I'm actively escaping an area. Talk dirty to me. Awful. That was just a, was just like a mental thing I had to let out. Is that a Sneasel? Nah, buddy. Get back on the bird. This is the area that Alpha Steelix is in, I think. Somewhere around here. Yeah, if I'm being honest, I think all the trade evolution Pokemon are done. Because of me catching alphas and shit. I think the last one I needed was that Magmortar, which I got like a stream or two ago. Whee. Oh my god, I just realized it's a snowstorm or something. I remember reading from somewhere that changes in the game's weather could like delay the space-time distortion shit. So I'm literally just sitting here waiting for one. Meanwhile, I'm just getting it's like everything in its power is just coming together. Like the fucking Avengers to try to stop me from getting a space-time distortion. I just need to catch some more Pokemon, bro. That's literally it. There's 12 Pokemon I need left to get what I need for this shit, bro. Okay, the weather is back to normal. Yes! Yes! Finally! Oh my god. I'm so tired of having to wait like 40, 50 minutes for each space-time distortion, bro. I know that's probably because of my own choices, and it does look like if I just AFK in a certain location long enough, then I can, in fact, get one to spawn. It looks like I don't need to constantly be moving around. I can just sit somewhere and wait, which I might as well start doing for some of these streams. Like, maybe I pull something up on stream and just, like, kind of go back and forth. And I'd be willing to do that if I had more than one monitor. But for right now, I only have one monitor, so I can't really do that. There's a bunch of things I want to be able to do, but know for a fact I need another monitor for. So for now, I'm just not going to do it. Go, Robin! I'ma fuck you up, bud. This is 4 times super effective. If this doesn't kill, I'm gonna cry. 4 times super effective and I'm 14 levels higher. How does that not kill? I beg your finest pardon? Maybe I just should have done agile style triple arrows off rip. Could have maybe gotten myself 2 hits in a row. It would have been better for my entry. I have a dusk stone? Since when? Oops. I don't even remember collecting that shit. No, I'm gonna keep the tumble stones. Bean cakes on the other. Salt cakes. No. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to the rest. Do I need to, like, stay out of getting aggroed on for, like, the inside of this shit, too, to get this to start? I have no idea. Come on. De-aggro already, you goofy. Yeah, low-key, it might hit, like, closer to the 3-hour mark by the time the space-time distortion is done, so... Bro. Fuck off. I'm gonna start killing shit if it doesn't leave me alone. Like, genuinely, this shit is annoying the fuck out of me. If these things keep trying to attack me, I will just start killing everything. Like, fucking hell. Alright, just sit up here and wait for this to start. Oh, good lord. This fucking capture card, bro. Just do that. Swear to God, I touched my fucking toe accidentally touches the shit. And then it just disconnects. Like, it's so it's so annoying. Like, dead ass. Finally. Alright, bet. What I was waiting on. What's in the circle thing? Dubious discs. Yay, stack up more of those. Speaking of which, I don't think I off rip a Sylveon. Say less. Hello, Sylvie. Oh my god, we got all these EVs. Alright, I gotta take care of the EVs to make this a 1v1. We finally are getting Pokemon I need. So you're taking my Dragon Pulse. Yeah, if that's the case, I need to get that other EV out of the way next. Before it kills me with my own Dragon Pulse. I would say that Sylveon might be a worry as well, since it's Fairy type. Ooh. But I am also a Steel type, but after a Calm Mind, that's gonna be scary. Ooh. Its defensive stats are raised though. Maybe if I Agile style Iron Head? Low key, that's not bad. Alright, I'm just gonna start spamming some Ultra Balls on this now. So I need the Cranidos line. If I can't catch a Rampardos, I wouldn't mind just catching, like, multiple Cranidoses. And then I think I also need a Jolteon from this area. Okay, so that's a Sylveon for sure marked off the list. Oh, there's a linking cord right there. How am I already full on items, bro? Drop that. Why do I have a Raspberry? Drop that. My pockets are that full already? Oh yeah, drop that ball of mud too. Come on. I need to figure out what all these cards are used for. That. Oh shit, it's a Cranidos. I need you. This is amazing. Alright. I'm gonna throw a Great Ball at you. Just to kind of test the waters. I think it's at its level 50. That does make sense. Okay. Defensive stats were raised. Does Goodra have a move that is not very effective? No. I'm just gonna switch to the Ultra Balls. The only thing I can think of is maybe like an agile style Dragon Pulse, which is neutral against it, but it's also stab. So I'm scared about that, you know. But I do also have 80 Ultra Balls right now, so I could just spam Pokeballs and hope that one of them catch, just like that. Okay, so that's for sure Cranidos marked off the list as well. If I can get myself at least one more Cranidos, or just catch a Rampardo, that would be fantastic. And then all I need from this after that, another Cranidos. Fuck. Scatterbang. Oh yeah, buddy? Bam. Bam. Jolteon. Okay, Cranidos did escape from the ball, but I do see a Jolteon right there. Oof. This is gonna be bad, bro. What about... Do I have any moves that's super effective against Yo-Ass? I need to get this Drapion out the way, though. Dragon Pulse, maybe? Yeah. I'm like 30 levels higher than all these Pokemon. That's not even enough to kill. Yeah, Goodra's dead. That's a guarantee. Yeah, Goodra's gone. So let me throw... I don't know. Fucking Overquill at him, I guess? Uh-huh. What I could go ahead and do is switch to Dustclaw and just like Dark Pulse. If that guarantees the kill on Dustclaw, getting him down. I need to finish off the Drapion and then try to catch the Jolteon. Right, so the focus is on the Drapion. I need to Aqua Tail and hope it lands, which of course, as my luck, 90 to 95% accurate moves, missing them like crazy. Bro. This shit is insane. The amount of times I've missed, a 90 to 95% accurate moves today is insane. Yeah, you better have landed that. Finishing off the Drapion, now making this a 1v1, which is great. That is scary. So, Calm Mind. All my attacks are neutral. My weakest. I'm not gonna lie, Agile Style Barbarage with Calm Mind up might be the best way to do it. And I was right. And we got the poison off, which is scary. Okay, Overquill does go down, but we could just go ahead. I'm gonna swap over to Arcanine to start tanking some hits. I'm just gonna start chucking Ultra Balls at this thing now. It's poisoned and it's in the yellow. Okay, we caught it. That's lovely. Now, we caught both the evolutions I needed. Got this Cranidos over here being goofy. Well, bam. Okay, switch over to these. Bam. Let the ball go. Let's go. We caught another one of those guys. What is that? A nugget. Oh my god. I have like no space, bro. I'm gonna start dropping the regular. I'm sorry. I got this. What is that? A bug wart? Yeah, sacrifice that as well. Ooh, that could have been scary. Well, you know, if the game would actually let me move around. Really? Game. I'm poisoned. The game has me poisoned. Yeah, I see another Granados behind me. Am I about to die of poison? I might. This game is about to piss me off. Thank you. There's another Granados right there. Go Braviary. Get me in a Pokemon battle. Keep me alive for a little bit. Hit you with an air slash. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna start throwing my regular Pokeballs at this thing. I have 5 of them, so I wouldn't mind just using them up. If any of these are Adamant Nature, I'll go ahead and evolve the Adamant Nature one. I think I've caught all the Pokemon I needed to catch from them. I'm just waiting it out, really. Matter of fact, I might just sit outside of it while I wait for, I'm trying to stay alive right now. Trying to see if I can find cool items to pick up. I wait for this fuck-ass red border to go away, because until that does, it means I'm a guaranteed 1-tap, and anything that hits me will kill me. So I've caught Jolteon, Sylveon, and several Granados. And if I don't find a Rampardos in this, I could just take one of those Granadoses and evolve it. Oh, I dropped all this shit, didn't I? Okay, Eevee, Artillery. I don't think there's any more items. Okay, this just fucked off. Great. So with that being said, move that. Fly over to the summit camp. We're safe now. Yay! Gonna go ballistic. Swear to God, I'm gonna lose my shit with this capture card, bro. I don't know what it is tonight with this capture card and just refusing to be nice to me. But, bro, I deadass need to find a way to set this up better. Or, like, I need to find a better setup with this cord to where I don't just accidentally bump it with my toe constantly and make it not want to work. Or I need to get a better capture card that's not finicky like this. Honestly, at some point, I do, in fact, want to invest in, like, an Elgato, to be honest. I say... Oh, that says 5. I say. Oh, wait. Linking cord. Yeah. In fact, I got another one of those. Fire. Okay, and then I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to sell the nugget. Lovely. Sell all 5 of the Stardust. Then I also want to talk to you about Pokemon. Right? So first of all, going all the way over here, right? The final box. Wait, I need to move that shiny Scyther at some point. So, firstly, we got Jolteon. Done. We got Sylveon. Done. And we got Granados. And we might end up also getting Rampardos tonight. Let me check the natures of all of these guys, right? Oof. This one has an attack raising nature. So I'm just gonna bite the bullet on this guy and evolve this one to Rampardos. Getting Rampardos Rampardos out of the way for the list, knocking him off the list as one less Pokemon to get for the Dex, and other than Bonsly, which looks like I can get in the Crimson Mireland, not making the Coronet Highlands kinda useless in terms of like places to go for hunts. Alright, so let me throw Rampardos into the box, get my Overquill back. I guess I'll swap those around, and then put Scyther in the shiny box, right? Because it's a shiny. Now, I'm gonna be honest, now that I have a shiny Scyther in this game, the fact that I can evolve it into Leevor or Scizor is kind of fire. And I do look forward to having it. But I am happy about getting that done tonight, because that means all the fossils for the Pokedex are done. No more having to hunt for fossils. We are still going to have to continue hunting for the space-time distortions, but it's not anywhere near as big of a thing. Right? So legitimately, all I need left are just like... I think literally for evolutions, it's just Espeon and Umbreon. And I'm right. And the number went down from like 12 to 1, 2, 3, 4. It went down to 8. I have 8 Pokemon left. There's Espeon and Umbreon, and then after they're done, which I'm sure I can get both of them from Space-Time Distortions. In fact, I ran into an Espeon once when doing a Space-Time Distortion. I know for a fact I need to get both of those from Space-Time Distortions. There's a Whiscash, which I could probably find in the Crimson Mirelands, in a certain spot in the water. There's the Porygon line, which I know I'm going to have to hunt for Space-Time Distortions for. And then there's Honchkrow, which I have seen some wild locations for it. Oh yeah, there's also Bonsly, which I could probably hunt in the Crimson Mireland. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, with all that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. So if you liked what you saw, please go check out my socials. Go subscribe to the Fate Knox Entertainment channel. That's my main YouTube channel, you know what I mean? All the VODs, like all the VODs from now, so this VOD you're watching now, this VOD, and all the future VODs up until I complete the main story, all of that will be uploaded to the Fate Knox Entertainment channel. So you can check that out. I also have some really good Let's Plays on that channel and just any other YouTube-related piece of content on that channel. So please go check out that channel. If you want to watch some Twitch VODs that's not related to this portion of Legends Arceus, please go check out Fate Knox Live on the YouTube channel. And then, like I got all my VODs there. The only exception is just this Legends Arceus stuff, because I started this Legends Arceus stuff on the YouTube channel. I felt it would only be right to finish it on the YouTube channel, so that's why I'm doing the rest of these VODs on that channel. But all the other VODs are going straight onto the Fate Knox Live channel, so all of them will be there other than these. And then the last thing I want to shout out just separately is just the Twitch. Fate_Knox. I'm trying to build more followers. I'm trying to get to affiliate as soon as possible, so that would be great. With all that being said, my name is Fate. This has been another bit of time playing Pokemon Legends Arceus. I'll see you guys in the next piece of content that I make. Peace out.